German supermarket saves over 2,000 tons of food by reselling items other stores won't.
Here's a summary of the article.
A Berlin supermarket is tackling the challenge of reducing food waste by reselling all of the unattractive products that other grocery stores refuse to carry. According to the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, 1.3 billion tons of food are thrown out or wasted every year across the world. Some of the food rejected by other supermarkets, restaurants, or wholesalers which surplus quality assurance specialist Timo Schmidt and his team inspect every day is discarded because of something as little as a cucumber that has grown at a 90-degree angle, or a jar of jam that is mislabeled. As long as food has been deemed safe to eat and the customer understands the risks inherent in what they are purchasing, expired biscuits or even castaway yogurt and meat is legal to sell under German law. France passed a law 4 years ago that supermarkets must not throw away food that has reached its sell-by date. This could mean donating to food banks, composting it, or recycling it for use in pet food or biofuel, but all of the above require larger operational expenses than simply selling it. The company also has bold plans for 2020 and wants to continue opening stores in Berlin while expanding into other cities, to launch their own product line with the surplus label made specifically from food that's been rescued, and create an online platform that allows for home grocery delivery, all to distribute the increasingly larger amounts of donated food coming surplus way, which includes 1 million croissants last year.
This post received a score of 23,344, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
My wife and I use a service in the US that delivers veggies and produce like this, forget the name. I always call it ugly veggies though lol. I love it, cheap delivered goods. Happen to be ugly, but who cares? It tastes the same. Edit, since posting, people have reminded me of the correct name, Imperfect Foods. I have gotten that question a lot now, so I'm updating the original comment so everyone new reading can see this and not ask any more lol.
Yeah, we use Imperfect Produce, love it.
That's the one. I knew I'd recognize it when I saw it.
Ugly veggies is catchy though.
I know, right? There's a reason that name is stuck in my mind so hard.
You're the best.
No, you. Also, username doesn't check out. I'm more concerned with food being wasted because of improper storage. Every single time I go to my local Aldi and the strawberries are moldy. Sometimes the grapes, too. Whole displays of produce that will be chucked because no one is going to eat that shit.
My store, not an Aldi, is forced by corporate to sell produce that really no one buys in an attempt to keep up with the competition. Instead of just sticking with products that sell super well, you wouldn't believe how fast a lot of it spoils because no one wants it. It's sad to have to throw so much away, but most of the time we just donate whatever's still salvageable to local organizations.
What kind of backwards logic is there in keeping up with the competition on products nobody buys? If they want the variety, they can just stock the bare minimum of items that don't sell much. My grocery store of choice has some items in small baskets for that reason. That way, they don't have to stock a lot of it to keep the display full and inviting. So they get the bonus of having the variety and cut down on wasting unsold product. And if even that doesn't work out, you can just cycle through some different produce until you got items that you can actually stock and sell.
Like, for example, if the national chain next door that you're competing against outsells you on certain berries overall. Not at any point do you take notice that the majority of those sales your competitor is making are happening dry regions, hot regions, and regions near to growers, areas you happen to simply not have as large a physical presence at. It doesn't matter how much you display or how cheap you make it, certain regions favor and certain demographics prefer certain produce. Different regions consume differently, and while certain brands and products are established enough to sell well nationwide, others have to be considered on a state-by-state or even county-by-county basis in terms of what demand is going to look like.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.